For more on our top story, we go live to Local News 8's Jake Taylor, who is in Pocatello tonight. So, Jake, how was this huge crop found?
Well, Caribou County Sheriff Rick Anderson, he tells me a local spotted the massive operation while he was in a remote area of the woods. He then tipped off police. When law enforcement got there, they discovered what is almost certainly the largest marijuana grow ever discovered in our state.
Local News 8's Brittany Borghi has the details for us live at the Bannock County Courthouse. Brittany, this case has already been held up once, right?
Yeah, Jay, that's right. You know, Afton died in early April, and Viles was supposed to appear in court for the first time on June 28th. That preliminary hearing got pushed to today, and it looks like we'll have to wait even longer for answers. A court representative said today that the hearing will most likely be rescheduled for sometime in September.
Welcome back. I'm live here at Holt Arena as the Idaho State football team opened fall camp this afternoon. Now, after a short summer break, the players were just excited to get back to work.
Jake Taylor is live in Pocatello. Jake, what kind of laws do they want?
Well, depending on who you ask, they have different ideas about what laws should be put in place. But for many, the priority is getting smoking prohibited in public parks and especially playgrounds.
But as Eyewitness News reporter Brittany Borghi saw tonight, those voices did not go unopposed. Brittany?
Yeah, Marissa, defenders of the transit system showed up tonight after they said they received a call to action this morning. Apparently, PRT knew that this was going to happen and called in some of its most dedicated riders.
Local News 8's Jake Taylor was there. He joins us live now from the court in Pocatello. Jake, what was this lawsuit about?
Well, Wayne Klein is suing Bonneville County Republican Council Commissioner Wayne Boyd, saying that Boyd received money that actually came from the millions of dollars stolen from local investors by Darren Palmer.
Brittany Borghi joining us live from Idaho State University, where, Brittany, you've told us that teachers have been doing hands-on training all week.
Carol, that's right. I got to audit the class today where teachers from all over the area, Idaho Falls, Blackfoot, Pocatello, are in the classroom learning how to make science and math more engaging.
Live at Pocatello City Hall. So, Jake, how big is this tax increase they're talking about?
Well, last year's levy rate for locals in Pocatello was extremely low, enough that this next year's, even with the few increases, should still be the second lowest tax rate for at least the last 16 years.
Brittany, this is actually a legitimate sport, right?
Yeah, Todd, you know, there are a lot of different ideas about what pole fitness actually means, but today I found out that the International Pole Dance Fitness Association exists. It actually accredits this sport, and while it might seem kind of controversial, the sport itself is just a lot of hard work, but a lot of fun too. I know, because today here at Notorious Jane's Pole Fitness, I went for a spin. Take a look.
Well, a brush fire burning near a residential area in Chubbuck caused quite a scare tonight. Eyewitness News is told the fire started when 3 transformers blew out in a brush field behind the homes. That fire and another fire burning just off of I-15 burned together. Firefighters from Chubbuck, Pocatello, and Fort Hall all responded to the blaze and were able to quickly get it under control. Firefighters are still checking for hot spots. Police were blocking off roads from East Chubbuck Road, including Elizabeth and Garden in Chubbuck. We're told they're now letting people return home.
Pocatello first and second graders are smiling today because the U.S. Bancorp Foundation presented a $3,500 check to the Pocatello Zoo Society. The money will go to the Pocatello Zoo's outreach and visitor education programs. They allow District 25 first and second graders to take field trips to the zoo to learn certain aspects of the zoo life in various outreach programs. This year's education program theme, Home is Where the Habitat Is, will be highlighted by the zoo's brand new grizzly bear exhibit. This marks the second consecutive year the U.S. Bancorp has donated money to the Zoo Society, and that's something U.S. Bank Vice President Liz Johnson could not be more thrilled about.
It makes me feel very, very happy. This is what being a community partner is all about, what being involved in the community as a business person is all about.
The zoo's education program is set to run from October through September of 2013. The replica of Old Fort Hall got even smaller today, if you can believe that, as longtime Pocatello resident Terry Bond donated a model replica of an old-timey covered wagon to Old Fort Hall. Bond has made 10 authentic covered wagon models in his spare time over the last decade, spending more than 1,700 hours in his shop making all 10. After running out of friends and family to give away his one-of-a-kind novelties to, he stopped by Old Fort Hall with an inquiry and was met by tour guide Gerald Wagoner with some open arms.
I want to thank you very much for the donation of that covered wagon. It is absolutely spectacular. I could not believe when you brought it in. That's why I asked you 4 times, are you sure you want to donate?
Very cool. The replica of Old Fort Hall is open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. until Labor Day.